Hello and welcome to the Nerd in Motion. How we doing, everybody? Um, I am just, you know me. I come on a live stream. I'm normally late, but today I'm actually on time, and you guys aren't ready. So we'll wait for everybody to come in. In fact, let's see what I've got here. I just watched Jeff Buys Cars video. It was very good. Excuse me. He must feel very smug because it's David Wilson. Hello, mate. How you doing? Long time no. I haven't done a live in ages, have I, David? So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do one. I'm a couple of beers in already. I've been on the. You'll be proud of me, David. I've been on the Hofbrau original. I've had a long but fantastically fun day, and I just thought, you know what? I want a really good beer, and as you know, David, I like my lagers. Oh, there's somebody at the door already. Who could it be? Hi, hon.
You're right. I'm letting you know Paul's here.
Hey, Paul's here.
Paul's your wife.
Well, I'm doing live
I know
stream.
you are.
Are you watching?
Oh, they do much.
Text this.
I don't
I don't want to ring the bell because it makes that noise.
Oh, you're right. Come in and join me on the live stream if you want.
Just pause.
I can't pause it. I've started. You can't. No, I can't. I've just literally turned it on. He's good. He's not. David Wilson's on. And he'll say hello, you know. Look, next evolution. Right. See you later, Elliot. See you, Paul. Oh, see, look, been on 2 minutes, and it all look. It's like they know when I'm going to go live. I'm all right. I'm all right, David Wilson. I'm not bad at all. I've got a good beer. Oh, that sounds really good. Doing okay, thanks. Oh, hang on a minute. This is how rusty I am. I haven't used StreamYard in that long. That's ridiculous, isn't it? I forget I can put your comments on. Doing okay, thanks. Also in the lager. Turgenazi Special. Sounds good. I'm going to lower the tone on the next one. I've got a Krombacher Pills, but yeah, it's been good. I drink a lot less now. So normally in the week, whilst I'm driving, I do not touch a single drop of alcohol. So Monday to Thursday, no drinking happens at all. I just don't touch it. And my reason is if I couldn't imagine driving my truck feeling groggy. So, honestly, gonna kill him. I'm trying. Flipping heck. Kobe's kicking a football against the side of the shed. And this sign fell down and smashed my socket. So I just said to him, I've already warned you not to do that. Would you like me to take a hammer to your phone? And he went, no. I said, well, don't kick the ball at my shed. Yeah, so I just don't drink in the week when I'm driving. I just don't think it's a sensible thing, so I don't bother. And you're probably going, but it's Wednesday. Well, the reason is I've got a wedding tomorrow, and I thought, you know what? I am going to have a nice, chilled evening. I've got to go tomorrow and have my hair and my beard sorted out because it's all grown back now after the charity live stream. It's MTB mountain bike. Laura, how you doing? Can't stop editing Jeff TikToks. Just popped in to say hello. Good to see you. Oh, Jeff's amazing, isn't he? What a legend. Such a top lad. Yeah, Jeff, for you guys that don't know, if you're into car content, Jeff buys cars. He loves his cars, but he also is kind of on top of what's going on most of the time in the world of automotive. And he is often laughed at because of his conspiracy theories, although of late, a lot of them have come true. So, yeah. Oh, for good. What? What?
Yeah.
Oh, beer. Ah, yeah. Quick. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Do you want to come on, say hello?
No.
Come on, come say hello.
Everyone, that's it.
Right. Lydia's here.
Just to say
Come
hello.
and say hello. There's David.
Hello.
Say hello, David. How are we doing?
Hello, David.
You know David.
Yeah.
From
One that we met at the beer festival.
yeah. So Liz is going for her hair doing tomorrow.
I am.
David's saying
A
hi.
wedding.
Yeah, I'm getting my nails done.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I've had mine done.
Oh, you did.
I did.
And you were like, I'm in an R&R. I don't know if I can afford to do it.
I know. Seems like a lot of money.
Nah, it's all right. Get it done.
But
Get it done.
We've been to a wedding. Well, we had one the other week, but other than that, we haven't had one for a while, have we? So it's nice to.
Yeah, we haven't had a wedding in ages.
No.
Apart from the last
Tina's,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
Tina
But
and
then before
Ruben's.
that, we haven't had 2 this year, but we haven't had any for a while. So.
No. No, we have been weddingless, although we've got exactly. Thursday weddings seem to be a new thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's cheaper, isn't it?
It is
during the week?
cheaper. Yeah. I think the problem is I find that a lot of places as well, if you take Friday off, you obviously get less hours because a lot of places in Yorkshire knock off an hour early. So you get a little less. So it's a bit more expensive. So with trucking, you rely on so many variables. Treat yourself. You deserve it.
Oh,
See, Laura's
thank
sound.
you.
You've seen Laura on Jeff's chat.
probably.
Liz has to put up with my.
I do. So
Madness.
deserve a treat, don't I?
You do. She does. She deserves a treat.
Right, I'm going back to watching my Love is Blind.
Oh yeah, right. So, Love is Blind.
You got addicted to it.
I got
this
hooked
time.
on the last
Yeah.
one. It was fascinating.
You need to watch this song with me, but I've nearly finished it now.
What?
I know.
So what it?
Binge watched it.
So we've got a projector in our bedroom, and on an evening we would put it on and then just watch Love is Blind, and
well, not just that, but
mainly that. Well, we've watched some films as well, but
yeah.
it's like Liz was like, "Oh, you'll like it, you'll like it." Anyway, I didn't think I would, but then
Well, I
I
was watching it and you're like, oh, I'm not watching this rubbish. And then you sat there and you were getting into it and then you started commenting on it. So
it's
that's what I was
like
affected.
the only way I can explain it, it's like people watching, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you, for instance, go to Brighton, sit in the North Lanes, and sit outside a bar or a cafe and just people watch, it's like that. It's just it's just fascinating and like what's the word, Lids? The
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
psychology of it,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Interesting.
It's very interesting, yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
So she got me hooked on it. We've got my RB. Hello, my RB. How you doing? Hope you're well. Oh, so yeah, I'm sighing already. I've done a 10-hour shift already today, so this is wind down time. So yeah, if you've got any questions about the trucking stuff and what I've been doing, then feel free to ask. I'm always available for that. But I was thinking what I might try and do is Let's have a look. Don't know if I can get it to work. Do, 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 do. I haven't used this computer in a little while. Are you enjoying driving the truck? Yes, I definitely am. It's always been a bucket list thing for me to do. She's left the door open. 1 second. Yeah, it's always been a bucket list thing for me to do. I've got a photo somewhere. I was trying to find it the other day of me when I had blonde curly hair as a kid, and I was sat in I'm pretty sure it was an ERF truck, and it would have been like 1980. It would have been 86 or 87, something like that. I was only little, and it was a Calagas truck, and it was where we kept our caravan. And the guy took me for a ride up and down the site whilst he dropped all the gas bottles off, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. And it's funny how little things like that you remember, like the fact that I couldn't tell you much detail about it, but I could tell you the color of the truck, I could tell you what the truck was and what we were doing. It's just bonkers, but yeah, I do enjoy it. It was always a bucket list thing for me to do. And despite what other somebody said that I've only started doing trucks because I did a live stream about Ottawa, about the convoy, but that isn't the case. I've always liked trucks. I've just never had anything to do with it, and I had the opportunity for a career change, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I really enjoy it. It's nice. The strangest thing, and I don't know if you can relate to this or not, because it's not everybody's been in this situation, but after having my own business for such a long time, so before the brewery I had my own business as well, there's always stress and work outside of work, and it'd be quite normal to work to midnight, and then get up, peel yourself into work at 10 o'clock, and then do it all again until midnight. And then weekends and stuff like that, just getting that text message that starts stressing you out and all that kind of stuff. And I don't have that. I just don't have it at all. I finish work, get in my car, and I forget about it. That's it. It's done. Like there's no stress. It's a really strange feeling. And my body is almost so used to being stressed out that it's trying to find other things to get stressed about. And I've had to be really disciplined in not doing that and not allowing it to get back into that pattern. So, yeah, really strange. But how's the trucking going? I remember when you were just preparing for your test. I'm in the middle of a massive career change. I'm now a junior software developer. Wow, that's quite a big one. That's quite a big jump. Good for you. I mean, I think it's one of those things that you've got to look at your situation. You've got to look at what you might enjoy, what you might not enjoy, and obviously the funds around it. So for me, I was like, well, I'm used to a lifestyle. There's aspects of my lifestyle that I don't like. So I probably drank way too much, he says as he pours another beer. When I didn't have when I had the brewery, sorry. And also just that level of stress. So I needed something that was less stressful. And it's quite funny because a lot of truck drivers are like, oh, it's so stressful, it's the worst job in the world. You're mad getting into this. And I've done mechanicking and I found that hugely stressful and really hard work. Did not enjoy that. And whilst it's been very, very useful over the years, that I found very difficult. With trucking, I think I just decided that it was for me. I'm a lot older than you, Laura, so it's a lot harder to be employed when you're a bit older. I think it is, certainly. And for me, I know that there's always going to be work in trucking. There's always going to be somebody needs a driver. So no matter what happens, as long as I'm healthy, I should be able to get work. And that was my thinking. So yeah, so that's really it. I think you've got to make a decision. So yeah, I think you did the right thing. Go for it. It's a brave thing to do, is to take a change on a career. And this will be my third career change, I think, now. How far do I drive on an average day? It depends, really. So, for example, if I'm based at Black Hill, at the back of Leeds, I could be just running down to Eggborough, maybe down to Prince of Wales, Colliery. I might go to Cross Green in Leeds and back. I might go to Ilkley and back. So today's this week's been a bit more unusual because I've been based at the Eggborough plant. So I've been going from Morley to Eggborough, and then I've been going from there, dropping off recycled clean soil at the Prince of Wales, and then going from there onto OCO, which makes concrete from recycled ash from the power stations. So I pick up that, and then I turn around, bring it back to Eggborough. And today I did 3 full runs in the morning, and then 1 in the afternoon, and then I did 2 more runs of fines into Prince of Wales. So yeah, mileage wise, that's quite a lot of miles in one day. But it's not hard. You're only jumping on the motor. It's probably 100 and something a day plus, but it's not it's not that bad because you're stopping all the time, getting out, you're loading it, you're doing your paperwork, your waste transfer notes, you've got a lot of stuff. You're checking your wheel nuts. Did a video on checking your wheel nuts. So yeah, there's that's kind of probably a longer day. When I first started, we had a contract with Emily Moore Mast, so I was going from Black Hill to Emily Moore Mast and back all day. And then we had another one where I was going out to a National Grid site, and each one was around a round trip of an hour. So you get about 9 in a day, and then obviously you've got your 45 minutes and all your other bits and bobs. But you do about 130 to 150 litres of diesel a day, though. It's quite a lot. You're not. I'm late 40s. Yeah, but you look younger. I had a paper round in the Himalayas. That's why I look so knackered. I think the problem that I had looking for work was, if you looked at my CV, it was crazy. So you've got businesses built and sold, and you've got me applying for sort of middle management jobs. So if you're a middle manager and you're wanting to employ someone, you don't really want to employ someone that's built their own business and has been a CEO if you're worried about somebody outshining you. Despite the fact that I wouldn't have cared less. I would have just helped that person. And then on the other side, I've got no qualifications to be a managing director, never went to uni. So then I kind of end up in a position where I'm not qualified enough to be a CEO despite running my own business. So it's a catch-22. And And this is just like something completely different. So, yeah, I enjoy it. It's good. Not too bad then. All very local. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's pretty local. It's just I've got nothing to compare it to, David. So to me, it seems like I'm all over the place. But compared to my mate Ben, who's driving, he drives Arctics, and he's doing like, what's he doing? He's doing hundreds and hundreds, like 1,000 miles. Is not an unusual thing to do in a week. No problem. But yeah, he's a good lad. He's enjoying himself. But yeah, I like it. It's a good starting point. This is a really good starting point. Child money got too regulated. I know safeguarding is a massively important issue, but the micromanagement from government organisations made it impossible just to let the kids be kids and learn through play. Well, this is it. It's in all industries now. They like manage the hell out of it, and they don't. Some of it is really good, and a lot of it just stops people from being able to actually do their job sensibly. It's that middle management thing. The problem is you get people in to do regulation, and if they haven't, some of these people aren't that good at what they do, and so they need to prove themselves, and so regulation is just over the top because they need to prove their worth. So you look at anything to do with kids, and you've got to have that in there because people have abused it. I guess that's the problem. But then at the same time, Lydia works in the school, and some of the stories she tells me about the kids and the parenting, and you just think it's just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And it is funny. I was told a story about something that happened years and years ago, in the infancy of a company that did what we did. And the guy managed to roll his I think it was like a tipper or something. He rolled it upside down, or was it? It was like I think it was a tipper, but it was like a mining one, and he rolled it over, and it like damaged some bits and bobs. But the guy got out of it, had a cut on his head and stuff like that, and he was in his 70s. And he rang, and he was like, "Oh, will they be able to get the truck ready for tomorrow so I can finish my shift?" Now, in this day and age, if like people's cat dies and they take 4 weeks off work, like, I mean, I'm sorry if you're a big animal lover, but flipping heck, man, we've gone like mental now. Off topic question. Yes, I'm still a shareholder. I still own a quarter of it. I know we all hate the internet and what it's done, but it's where everything is at now. I mean, we're all here on this feed. It's true. It's true. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's gone that way. Here he is. Here he is. Look, this is the man. Now, this guy, now then, nerdy fat lad, how you doing? His beard's growing back too. He's looking a bit better there. So Tyke is an international trucker, and Tyke has been doing trucking since, I think his dad did trucking, and now he does trucking. So he's done it forever. And if you want to see like videos on going abroad, I'd love to give it a go, but I just miss the lids too much. That's the problem, and the kids. So yeah. Been doing my CPC course this week, educating everyone on the course plus the teacher. Well, yeah. So for you, like, in fact, Laura, what you were saying about regulation, we have something called the CPC, and it's about being a professional driver. But there's also stuff in there like, what's the benefit of a tram? And then you put it's electric, and then the next question is like, why electric trams good? And then it says it wants you to click the box because it says it's electric. It's good for the environment. Despite the fact that London Underground is an absolute hole. but we'll not talk about that. What else do they do on CB? Oh, so the lads on the CB were telling me about that they had to do a cycling course to appreciate cyclists. So what they have to put up with truck drivers. And I thought, you know what? They need to flipping do one where cyclists drive an HGV, or at least passenger in one, and see what cyclists are like. Because it's very much 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. Laura, I don't want to upset you because you're big into your bikes, but flipping it, I go to great efforts to make sure I keep cyclists safe, and they just make it flipping seriously difficult for you sometimes. And all you get is head shaking and you just think, well, what do you want me to do? I'm trying. I can't pass you. We are going up a hill. I weigh 32 tons. I only have 420 horsepower and 2,000 newton meters of torque. And despite the fact that those numbers sound massive, it's really not a lot. And you're cycling at a few miles an hour. But for my truck to accelerate from such a low speed to get round you and give you a full car width, I've got to wait behind you. There's nothing I can do because there's cars coming towards me. I'm super wide. I have a big bar that goes around the outside of the bed. I've got to make sure I'm nowhere near. And they get all upset. They just have no concept. They think we just can press the throttle and it'll just set off like a car. And it can't. It just cannot do it. Here he is, cooking with Luke John. Hey up, handsome John, and the Chatterverse. How you doing, Luke John? Nice to see you. Luke John's got a new channel. He's into cooking now. And he's saying hello to Mr. Wilson, who is a long-time subscriber and full legend. All good, Mr. Wilson. Busy as usual. All about ticking those boxes. Yeah, always. Cycling is best in the woods. Yeah. I think you're right there, Laura. I don't know about you, Laura. I've got a Giant, and I'm half the time I'm too scared to go on it now because I feel like if I hurt myself, it takes so much longer for my body to fix itself. It's called FORS. So what's that stand for? Go on. I feel like I'm getting lined up for a joke here. Where's Tolga? I haven't seen him in a while. What time is it in Turkey at the moment? And also, Will Burner, where's he been? Sterling's does live streams in like the middle of the night when I'm asleep, so I never get to see him. Pedestrian cars, trucks, vans, bikes, they made us all enemies. It's true. It's very frustrating though. Car drivers, flipping heck, some of the stupidity is just, I have never seen anything like it. We just can't stop like a car. It's just no way. And you don't realise how dangerous. I don't think people realise how dangerous a truck is to have that behind you loaded up, and then people pull in front. I had it the other day. I've had loads of incidents of near misses where people just do dumb stuff. You're driving along, and this guy came up the outside, and I'm like, our trucks are limited to 56. You can't go no faster than that. And a car was on the right-hand side of me and hadn't cleared the cab and just turned in. Like, no thought at all to check his mirror or... I don't know. He must have seen me because he passed me. And then I literally had to anchor up because I would have just punted him off the road. And the problem is my truck's obviously designed to go off-road. The front steps are actually on like rubber, almost like mud flat material. I'd end up driving over the top of him. Just madness, absolute madness. Mr. Wilson is old, but that's not his best quality. That's the walking keg effect. Mr. Wilson, you can give him some flack. That's outrageous. Fleet operators recognition scheme, and cyclists are now the hierarchy on the road. That's the frightening thought. I saw another one where there's a cyclist, and we were all queuing in traffic, and the cyclist is using the pavement, which they're not really supposed to do. And there is a cycle lane, so there's no reason to be on the pavement. And she cycled across the traffic lights, and she's on the central reservation bit. Now, you're supposed to push your bike across, but no one really cares. I don't mind if she rides on the pavement. I'm not that bothered. I'm not a pedestrian. So a car, the lights are green, the car pulls forwards and stops beyond the markers. So they're not doing anything wrong. And she gets on her bike and she shaking her head and she tries to kick off the car as she goes past. I'm like, what do you want them to do? Like, honestly, I pat my horn and went, mm-mm-mm. And she's like, ugh. But yeah, naughty. I'm a psycholist waiting to be certified. Well, aren't we all? Aren't we all, Luke John? Oh, we're all like that. Here's my man all the way in Australia. Hey, you Pompey Gid, how are you going? Just arrived in Port Melbourne, major project I'm on at the moment. Last week was 84 hours and 1,600 kilometres just to commute to and from work to home. Holy smokes. That's a lot of driving. And rhubars are going to come in handy. Flipping it, man. It's a different world out there. Different world. Plus, it's like 1,600 kilometers of everything wants to kill you if you break down. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. How you doing, Trav? You all right, mate? How's the missus and the boys? Worst driver... worst driving I ever see is outside of schools. Oh, yes. Yes. But I drive a transit and nearly knocked someone over at 2 miles an hour, leaving a tight car park. Felt terrible. But if I was going to walk in front of a van, well, I reversed into a customer's car in a transit many years ago outside the brewery. So you're not you wouldn't be the first. And I was doing a similar thing. I was only doing a couple of miles an hour. I'd want eye contact with the driver. Yeah, it's just insane, isn't it? It's just insane. It's insane. Here, I'm gonna pop another Thingston's Old Peculiar. Hey, why not? I'm currently on a Crombacker pills, although I kind of need a wee, but I'm okay. Where have you been going, Tyke? What have you been? Your last few videos, you're getting some serious views. You're flying. Amazing. It's funny though, you made a video. I wanted to ask you this because I don't know. But do you do twin drivers? So one's asleep, one's driving? Because I swear down, I could hear someone snoring in your truck as you were recording. I thought, I can hear someone snoring. Is there someone snoring in this truck? Is that just the way you breathe? No, that's definitely somebody asleep snoring. It just made me laugh. It was brilliant. I'd love to hang and chat, pal. I'd love to hang and chat, pal, but I don't often see 10 p.m. now. How the times change the older we get, mate. It's just I'm the same. Normally, I would be in bed now. In fact, I would be looking to fall asleep at 10 at the absolute latest. So yeah, I totally get it. You do what you need to do, brother. Don't ruin your next day for me. It's Brad, Dad. This is old school. We've got all the oldies in here. We've got Brad, Dad. We've got David Wilson. We've got Luke John. We also had Trav. Well, we've got Trav in. He's still in. I'm hoping still in. And then we had right back Stephen Crawford, who made one comment and then vanished. But yeah, it's awesome. Awesome. I love it. Hope you're well, Brad, Dad. How's the nipper and the missus? Don't forget, there's more critters in Australia that can kill you too, mate. There's the seven most deadly creatures, and they all live in Australia. All of them. Like, why? I don't know. But David Wilson saying hello to Brad. Mr. Wilson says Brad. Brad says hello to Lukey boy. Trav says eldest son's living in Melbourne, CBD now. Melissa is away in the outback, New South Wales, for rural spa and pool shows. What? That sounds cool. I could definitely. I think, Trav, I could excel at that as a job. Like hot tubs are my thing. Young Blair has just finished his 4th year plumbing apprenticeship. Well, he'll do all right. If it's anything like here, the plumbers get a flipping fortune. You can't get a good plumber for love nor money. And if you get one, you look after him. I've got a good plumber, but he, like, to give you an example, he's got a massive house. His van is like a beast, modified Transporter T5. They're not short of a few bob. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it? All good. Cheers, John. Thanks. You and yours. Good to see you. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing really good. Kobe did his first nationals, not nationals, first open tournament fights, and he got silver overall. And he was fighting in a higher weight category, and the only person he lost to was actually his sparring partner, who is doing training with Team GB. So I don't think he did too bad. So we put him in for nationals. So he's training now. Although the kid cannot stop injuring himself. So he's hurt his knee playing football. And then he stood on a nail the other day. So yeah, it's just, I don't know how he does it. Even leaving school, they said to him, he got an award for like the most injuries, but the best sports person. I was like, this is insane. Mikey is doing great guns. So he's just spent his birthday money on a gaming bed. So they're made by X-Rocker. So he's got his PlayStation and Switch underneath it, and he's got his gaming set up. So yeah, I'm trying to find him a new hobby at the moment. So we've done some kickboxing. He's kind of gone off football a little bit, but they still play it all the time. And Casey's doing dancing. She still loves it. She's doing really well at school. Lids is doing great. I'm doing all right. It's all good. Your good plumber is me in Australia. Yeah. You can come and fix my toilet. That's a long drive. Yeah, you do some like big old work. So Trav sends me pictures from Australia, and he'll be like, "It's the most surreal thing." He'll be working, and there'll be like kangaroos all around his digger. It's just mad, absolutely mad. Yeah, crazy times. It's funny how we've all moved on to like different things, but at the same time, I'm getting a horrible feeling that we might be going through the whole lockdown thing again at a later date. I don't know why. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but it feels like it's, I don't know. They keep using very, they're using that rhetoric, and I don't like it very much. But hey ho. So Trav and Brad and Tyke and David Wilson and everybody else that's in chat, Luke John, if he's still there, and Mountain Bike Laura. I'm at 733,990 views. And I want to get to 1 million. Just so I can say I got 1 million views. I might give up then. I doubt it, but I might be like, no, I want 2 million. But yeah, I'm getting there. So thank you everybody that's subscribed. I want to do something really good for 5,000 subscribers, but I don't know what to do yet. I want to do a giveaway, but I want it to be something really good. Like not something like, oh, here's a bottle opener. Yay. You know, I want it to be like a decent giveaway. And it'd be nice if it was international as well. Like, I don't know, 500 quid Amazon voucher or something like that. I don't know, something that I could, something epic. I feel like that's an epic thing. I don't know. But yeah, I really need a Wii. So the 5 people there, it's crazy, isn't it? Back in the day, you do a live stream on a Wednesday night and you would be into numbers of, I would normally have 40, 50 people in. And because I haven't been doing lives for a long, long time, it's just drops off a cliff. But that's how it goes. It's not a problem. Right, I'm going to go have a wee. Can I leave you with some music, maybe? Or a video? Or I haven't got anything like that. I need to make something like that, don't I? That is something I need to do. Anything is possible with you, Poms, having a Labour government again. They have really lost the plot in Australia. The loopy lefties controlling the party. It's difficult. The problem is we had Conservatives that weren't really conservative. They didn't really do anything. I don't know what they did. They just caused trouble and lined their own pockets. That's kind of what Conservatives do, actually. Maybe they were just being Conservatives. And then now we've got Labour, but it's like there's such big extremes. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like the left is wild now, where before I could kind of go with some of their stuff, and then the same with obviously having your own business, capitalism, but then that's gone too far, and it's becoming like absolutely mental on that side, and it just feels all a bit. It's just really extreme, and I don't like it. I don't like either of them. And I kind of looked at reform and I thought, yeah, okay, maybe a bit of common sense. Let's bring it back. But even then, it needs a lot of people to turn out and vote. But I don't know. I don't think controlling everybody's comments and everything that everybody says. The problem is you can't spot. If you start doing that, the people that are really, really bad, you're not going to be able to spot them. They're just going to go underground. Yeah, it's a mess. It's really disappointing. On the plus side, they're going to build loads of houses, so I'm going to be in work for a long time driving a tipper, so I'll be fine. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to work for a lad called Chris Barber out of Gilberdike. Flipping heck, I didn't even know it was a place. If you want some class 1 work, I may be able to get you a job. Ooh, okay. Where's Gilberdike? The thing is, Tyke, I'm really loving what I'm doing, and the thing I like the most is the fact that where I work is 17 minutes from my house. Gilberdike is a village. East Right. Wow, that's a pretty place. Maps. So that's like 2 and a bit hours from where I live. It's like if I could take the truck home, I'd be fine. But don't you guys have a lot of you guys? You're out all week, aren't you? So you just oh yeah, it's on the M62. That's not that far away. It's a fair old trek though. But is that what they do? What they're doing? What they're doing exactly? I've come off European. Oh no, your 84-year-old mum is ill, mate. You got to do what you got to do. Like family first every time. I don't think anybody. Can knock you for that. I think it's the most important thing. You got to do what you got to do. Sorry, mate. I asked about you and yours, but I had to take a phone call, so I missed your reply. I went on for ages as well. Right, I need a wee. You stay right here. I'm going to see if I can work out how to put some music on in the background. I don't want to deafen you. I'll turn that down. Right. Is that too loud? Is that all right? I feel like I've just loads of people. Alexa, turn the volume up to 10. Hey Google, turn the lights off. Hey Siri, order 14 more bacon rolls. Right, I'm going for a wee. Back in a minute. Put your questions in the comments and I'll go for them. Oh, it's warm in here. It's toasty and I haven't even had the heater on. It's just the old PC banging out some heat. Oh, dear. Yeah, Casey collared me. She's had her nails done and her toenails done. And she wants to show me. You can because you load out of Marks and Spencer's Bradford, drop a trailer and go home, come back for the trailer in the morning. Oh wow, that's That's not bad work. Marks and Sparks, eh? So that must be food, surely. If you're running out, well, Ty, I'm interested. I don't know though whether it'd be better than what I'm already doing, because I really enjoy it, and the money's not bad, and it's fun. And the people I work with are really nice, so there's lots of pluses. Lots of pluses. Yeah, reefer work. Reefer. So do you have to load and unload? See, that's the other nice thing about mine. They just tip it in, and then I tip it off. And then I put the body down, clean the tailgate, fill it up, tip it off. It's nice. It's not hard. It's nice, easy work. I love it. So I've got another video to edit. So I'll be doing that in a bit. Maybe not tonight. Definitely not tonight. But I've got 5 days off. So I will try and find some time to edit a video. So I want to do... in fact, Tyke, I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen the lad over in... he's on the M6 doing recovery work. And they've stopped now giving a red lane closure when people are trying to leave the refuge area. It's flipping well dangerous, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what he was doing. Crazy stuff. So I'm going to do a video about that, and then I've got another one of the trucks. But what I wanted to do is make the video, do it, and then I've got to run it past work because it's on their premises. So I want to make sure they're happy with it before I put it out there. 140 a day plus 30 quid for a night out. That's not too shabby, is it? How many hours is it? Is that a 15-hour day? Or is that a 13-hour day, should I say? Right, let me turn that music off because it's annoying me as well. I'm dancing, but it's the same track over and over again. There we go. Not deafening you all. Brad Dad, what's been going on then? What have you been up to? What's life been throwing at you? Look at that. Wednesday night. 4 people in. This is a different world. I can't believe how quiet it is. This is fascinating. It is 10 on a Wednesday, but compared to what it used to be, this is wildly quiet. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I am very surprised how quiet it is. Considering I did one on a convoy, and that was probably not that long ago, and got 70,000 views. It's fascinating how things go. Very bonkers. I can't work it out on this channel. 1 minute, nobody watches anything, and then all of a sudden, I'm like doing thousands of views, and then I do no views, and then I do thousands of views, and do no views. I don't know what's going on. Good job I don't take it that seriously. That's all I can say. Right, I'm going to go to 1 hour. Start is 3 to 4 in the morning. Holy macaroni. Well, saying that, I get up at 5 every day, so it's not that bad. So start at 3 to 4 in the morning, run to Marks and Spencer's Hemel Hempstead top, then to Sittingbourne, drop the trailer at 2 in the afternoon, and then pick it up in the morning. Oh, so you just Where's Sittingbourne? See, this is the problem is, Tyke. I'm doing trucking, but I'm not learning where anything is because, yeah, Sittingbourne. I'm only doing local. Sittingbourne, there it is. So Sittingbourne is. All right, okay, so that's Kent, and then Hemel Hempstead is London. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, North London, M1, and then back all the way up to Bradford. So I'm assuming you're picking up a trailer from Bradford. You're not running bobtail all the way to Hemel Hempstead. Oh yeah, that's right. So pick up from Bradford, Hemel Hempstead, down to Sittingbourne, and then straight back up to Bradford. No, it's not that. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all, actually. As long as it's all running beautiful. What trucks do they run? If it's a Scania V8, whoa, sign me up, Ty. Sign me up. I wouldn't mind that. I'll do that. If they're nice trucks, oh gosh. That's one thing that I get real envy. I see some of these wagons that come down the road. Oh my gosh. There were two trucks that the Irish have a lot of nice trucks. And the Dutch. I'm up and down the M62 a lot. And obviously they're going to Hull. Flipping at the rigs that go up and down there. I got passed by two Scanias with rubars on that looked. They were airbrushed. One had a Viking helmet on the dashboard. It just looked like flipping awesome. No, the Scania 460s inline 6. Well, that engine, that 12.5 litre engine, is what the MAN has. Because that engine's a joint project between Scania and MAN, as I understand. Which is, mine's the 420 version of it. The twin turbo, though. The only problem is, I think there must be compound turbos. Because if you come off the throttle and then go back on, the boost pressure is gone. And it takes the turbos are like dinner plates, so it takes a little while to get them wound up again. S Series A, ooh, that's a nice truck. That's a very nice truck. Yeah, I could be persuaded. No, they're actually 540s. No. 540s. Oh, yes, please. Ooh. Damn, those things fly. Yeah, so you're not in a slow truck. I'd love to try it. One of the other things is time. My young lad Cobes and Mikey Moo, they really, really want to come in a truck with me, and they want to go out there and see stuff. And like this summer holiday, there's been loads of times where they could have come out and been with me at work and gone round and seen stuff. Admittedly, what I do, I think, is a bit dangerous. I wouldn't want to take my kid around quarries. And like today, I'll give you an example. I have got to drop my concrete in the pile. On the right of me, I have a screener that's been filled by a digger. I don't know what they call them. They have another name for them. Massive thing. And that's dropping like chunks of like dirt and rubble and all sorts of crap into that. And that's higher than my truck. On the other side, I've got another one doing the same. There is a massive loader with a 10-ton bucket that is bouncing around the place, moving stuff. I've got another tipper to my right. He's got his high up on full extension because he's doing something else. He's really close. It was just like flipping it. This is just flipping insane. You gotta just be super focused, super safe. I am in head to toe luminous yellow, so that no one can miss me. It's just wild. There's no way I'd take a kid on there. No way, not a chance. And like the piles that's one thing I can't get used to. They'll sit a massive, heavy digger on a pile of mud or pile of whatever. And to me, it looks like it could just fall off. And they're digging and filling me from the pile that they're parked on top of. I'm like, you're mental. You're absolutely mental. It's just, I spend all my time and I'm thinking, if that thing falls, that bucket hits my cab, I'm stuffed. There's no, just tear my cab off the chassis. So yeah, that's pretty sketch. It's scary, but I mean they're all very professional, so it'll probably never ever happen. But it feels scary. I used to go all over Europe with my dad, so all I wanted to do was drive a truck. I knew my way around Europe better than some of the drivers when I started. No way. That's pretty darn cool. That's very cool. Man, what's your favorite place to drive through? And what truck? Let's say you could do any route, carrying anything in any truck, anywhere. What would you do? What would your route, your perfect route be? Yeah, I'd love to hear that. Driving in Europe though, not America. You can't have America. Oh man. Well, losing people are off to bed. It's you and me, Tyke. It's you and me all the way. There's two of us. I've been going an hour. It is a Wednesday night, to be fair. I'll give you a chance to type. Goodness me, I'm beat. I've got to get up in the morning and go for some breakfast. What's he saying? France and Spain with the Scania V8. It's true, isn't it? R series or S series? That's. I haven't driven a Scania yet. I haven't done it. I've driven. Nice, John. Nice to catch up. Enjoy the wedding. I will, my friend. Thank you, David, for being in. It's been nice. It's been nice. I didn't want to do a big, fat, long 4-hour bad boy, and I'm on my own. So, but I did want to connect with you guys and have a chat and say hello and shoot the breeze, as they say. So it's been really nice. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a nice finish to a very nice day. It's been a nice day. It's been good. Yeah, it's been pleasant. Very pleasant. An A164 would do. What's an A164? Let me have a look. Is that like a really early Scania? Like the one with the square headlights? A164. Oh, that's a 580 horsepower V8 2002. Wowzer. The first bit I can find on these Tyke, it says, "Hi all, it's in a forum. Bit of advice: are the aforementioned trucks expensive to run, and is it costly to convert them to make them LEZ compliant? Just asking, as this would be my dream motor, but would have to work. Just wondered if anybody could help." And then somebody put, too old, buy new at that age, it'll cost a fortune. That's mad, isn't it? Oh, see, where's the picture of it? A164. A164. Let me just put in truck. A164. I'm such a novice with trucks. Oh, an ERF. We were talking about this earlier. We were on about an ERF type. When I was talking about my first ever truck experience, and that was being ridden around by a Calagas truck on a campsite that was delivering gas bottles, and that was an ERF. They were the first trucks. No, a Scania 164. Scania ERF are the first trucks in the world to have disc brakes. There you go. Facts. Oh yeah, that's an arm cab, isn't it? Is that what Trucker Tim's got? Oh, that's good looking. Yeah, I see a few of them still floating around. I feel like that's like the Sierra Cosworth of trucks. It's like the one that you want. Yeah, that's a pretty old beast, isn't it? Can you imagine the Americans if they got their hands on a 164L? What that they would be absolutely blown away by it. See, that's one of the things I don't like about the DAF. Like, but I think there's a lot of switchgear that is similar in a DAF XF to the American Peterbilts and the what's the other one that they own? Not Freightliner. What's the other one? It's Packard brand. Peterbilt, Kenworth. And you see the inside of them when they're driving, and you're like, oh, that's really similar. And one of the things I noticed is how I like nice cars, nice switchgear. I like the way things, I think the things that you touch the most should feel the nicest. I was just amazed at how crappily the DAF just kind of feels crap. Everything you touch feels cheap. But the trucks themselves are pretty cool. But then I got in an Iveco at a car show. What a truck show! That is like that feels like nasty inside one of them. It looks great, but nasty. It's all really cheap feeling. Here he is. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you, Sam. You doing all right, brother? Scania 164. I did. I looked it up. It's a good looking truck. And you can get the T-cab version, which looks even more cool. Have you ever driven a T-cab? And what's it like? Because all I can see is it's got slightly more. You've got about a foot of overhang at the front. Oh, maybe a bit more. Look at it. Do they bring the front wheels forwards on a T-cab? Looking at that, they do, don't they? Where's the wheel in relation to the? Oh no, it's probably only a little bit longer. Interesting. Here he is. It's Joey. How we doing, my big American love monster? Nice to see you, Big John. Hope all good in Worst Yorkshire. Oi, it's awesome. We love Yorkshire. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. Tyke, tell him Yorkshire's the best. I hope you're doing well, brother. And just don't read the news ever. We just got to sit this out. We've got to sit it out, brother. I have the best build quality. That's interesting. What I liked about those old L&R cabs is that there's a lot of stuff that reminds me of Saab cars inside. Obviously, they haven't been owned by Saab for a long, long time, but yeah, I see some similarities for sure. I'm assuming they're probably quite safe. I'm guessing that they still have that safety ethos. I do like my MAN. How do I compare my MAN to my DAF? MAN is very German inside, so everything in there is functional and it feels good. Clunky, plasticky, but like good. It doesn't really rattle that much and it feels well put together. But compared to a DAF, if I had a choice, I had two cabs. I had the MAN TGX and the latest DAF. I'd probably pick the MAN personally, but only because it's very similar, I think, to the cars. No, I've never driven a bullnose. Yeah, I kind of fancy it. There's not many, is there? That's part of the thing. There can't be many in the UK. Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong. In West Yorkshire, Mountain Mama, take me home. West Yorkshire roads. True. Roger that, John. I gave up mainstream news channels in 2020. I've said, mate, it's just... We've just got... The only thing I can think to do, always red, is just... we just got to just play the game. Play the game. Keep quiet until our opportunity so arises. There's just no point in even getting into it now because you'll just lose. Penai Moma. Love it. Love it. I'm just looking at trucks now. So yeah, it sounds like they've got some nice trucks there. I've not driven Class 1. Honestly, after doing Class 2 for so long, and it's only been a couple of months, I really think I'd have to proper go over it all again. Definitely, 100%. P.S. I'm from the posh South Yorkshire. Barnsley? Posh? You out of your mind? And nothing posh in Barnsley? Outrageous accusation. Although your town centre's not too bad, actually, from what I can gather. So funny, Kirklees Council realised that they completely ruined the town centre of Huddersfield. So they hired the guy that saved Barnsley's town centre. They got him on board and then they ignored him and didn't take any of his advice. And it's still a tad hole. And it's got worse. It's just getting worse. Worse and worse. Just ruined it. A once vibrant, busy, great town centre is now a flipping mess. Is it? I don't know. I feel like Bradford is like, well, maybe that's the hole in the arse, personally. Oh, Bradford. Honestly, it makes me laugh, right? You drive into Bradford and you've got a low emissions zone. And there is so much litter. I have never seen such a dirty place. I've driven through London and it not being that dirty. It is crap piled up. You've got people's shops and restaurants, and there is like 3 centimeters of just crap outside. Clothes, coffee cups, food wrappers, newspaper. Just, I'm like, what an absolute hole. Why would you want to live like that? Just don't get it. Disgusting. And yet they want low emissions. I'm like, okay then. Just ridiculous. I feel like, silly as it sounds, I always read, if it kicks off there and they don't want to pay their tax, road tax, or they don't want to pay their like for the cameras and that. I think they'll lead the way. I think they will. I don't think they'll put up with it. I think they'll be the first to kick off, and I don't blame them. I'll be fully behind them, 100%. Right. Well, I'm going to call it a day because I opened this and I haven't drunk it. And that'll be my 4th beer. I said I was not going to have more than 4 beers. So I fancy just chilling, listening to some music. I might play a little bit of Battleship before I go to bed. And yeah, it's been really nice. I've really enjoyed this evening. This has been very therapeutic. It's been nice to talk to some of you old school guys. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it. So yeah. And what's he say there? Oh no, one for the ditch. What, if you just open one? If you've just opened one and always ready, you keep me entertained with comments, then I'll stay. I'll stay for a bit longer. Tykes next is Theakston's. You do right. It's really weird. I can't drink like I did. It's probably a good thing. In lockdown, well, Tyke, you weren't about then, but in lockdown, always a red will tell you, we could be 4 beers in the first hour. No problem. Well, I'd say even more. 4 beers in the first half hour. He just subs them like crazy. And then we've all calmed down now. So yeah, 4 beers and I've had enough. This insulation's amazing here. I'm flipping sweating my nuts off and I haven't even got the heater on. Yeah, I quite like a Theakston's. There's nothing wrong with the Theakston's. I think what's cool about Theakston's is that it is a massively underrated beer. And it's almost like a good secret. You go to a Theakston's pub and have a pint of Theakston's, and you're like, yeah, this is really flipping all right. And I don't think you get that with a lot of breweries anymore. But in the same way I enjoy a pint of ESB at the parcel yard, which you guys probably think, why would you bother? But yeah, I'm looking at the you've got me tight looking at flipping Scania's dashboards and those early ones. What's this? A T164 G580, and the dials and the gauges and the buttons, they're so fighter jet, they're so Saab. Flipping well nice. Yeah, I could totally get into that. They literally look like panels out of a fighter jet that have just been put in a truck. Oh, am I going to drive a Scania and then never ever want to go back to driving anything else? A lot of people drive Volvos that I talk to on the CBs, and they seem to enjoy them. Oh, okay. Theakston's versus Black Sheep. Well, Black Sheep. I was always a Black Sheep fan. And then they kind of got a bit silly. And I don't know. I feel like Theakston's have it now, unfortunately. I don't know who was leading them at the time, but they bought York Brewery. And the landlord of York Brewery basically had either didn't like Black Sheep or there was some sort of dispute, and he wanted to double the rent when Black Sheep took over, and Black Sheep were like, no, we're not going to pay double rent. We'll call it a day, and basically shut the brewery down. And I walked past that day when they were shutting it down, and there were staff crying and people fed up, and it was genuinely really sad. And I really felt for him, and I just thought I was surprised at Black Sheep for even buying York Brewery, to be totally honest. I don't know why they bought it. I just don't know the reason. I know that they were desperately trying to seek the craft beer market, but York Brewery wasn't the craft beer market really that you wanted. If you wanted to buy somebody and you wanted to do craft beer and you're in that neck of the woods, then surely you would buy Brew York, because they're the ones doing it well. But I don't know. It was just a very strange thing to do. And then they brought out that pineapple and whatever milkshake IPA that tastes like vomit. And I was like, this is not going to fly with people. And that is like uber niche. And they can't do uber niche. They're doing like massive amounts. And it was just a shame because they did. What was the ones that I really liked? Is Black Sheep still going now? Has it been rescued? Because the ones that were like really good was the golden. What was it called now? Golden Lamb or something? Golden something or other. That was a banging pint. And normal Black Sheep is flipping good. Can't knock it, to be honest. And then Theakston's is just like they stood still, but just did what they do really well. A bit like Timothy Taylor's, and I think that's why they've stood the test of time, because they've gone, you know what, we're not going to follow the fads. We're just going to do this really well and find the profit in it, and we'll stick to this. And I feel like that's what they did. So I've gone from I've chased the dragon, as they say, in the beer world, and I don't think that's the way forward. But Rig Welter, yeah, that's a great beer. It's great beer. Right, there's no more comments, and I'm talking funny because I've had a few beers. So, on that note, I think we'll call it a night, and we shall snooze. I've talked to you for over an hour and 20 minutes. Rig Welter, he says Theakston Bitter is a great session beer. It is. It's a banger. It's an absolute banger. You can't go wrong. Can't go here. Check this out. Always a red. You're going to love this. It's totally unnecessary, but I feel like I should do it. Are you ready? Oh, it's gone really dark. It's got really dark. That's the wrong button. That one. Configure video. Turn the gain up. Turn that off. Turn that on there. Right. Here we go. You can see how it's very blue in here. It's very blue at the moment. Well, it's blue with my hands on. There's a blue light just there. Right. This is the pour cam. Shabba. Smash that bad boy in there. And say, would you like a flake with that, Mr. Slumbers? But I don't want to be burping for the next 2 hours. Follow the bear. What was I saying? I tell you what I have been up to. I've been up to repairing watches, more Casio watches. And also, I've started repairing phones because the kids keep breaking phones all the time. So I've got sick of buying more phones. So it's my rubbish bag here. So here we go. Look at this smashed phone. Stripped it all the way down, transferred it all onto a new one. Bosh, done. And that's with, so this is the actual, what do they call this? Frame or whatever. So, and then I did another one the other day. Where's that one? Oh. No, that's the same one. I might have pinned it already. Basically, it was just the screen alone, and I'd been check that out. Who remembers that car? It's out there driving, still racing. Are you on a bit? Are you still drinking always a red? Are you on a beer still? Follow the bear. The bear was quite snazzy, wasn't it? Shall we find a follow the bear advert? I wonder if there is one. Let me change that to YouTube. Follow the bear. What's it called? Hofmeister, isn't it? Hofmeister. Master advert. There we go. Right, let's take that out. Put that in. Bosh. There we go. 1983. Here we go. That's awesome. Oh wow, look, we're in an infinite loop of forever. What have we done? Ah! Hang on. Oh, that's a Foster's advert. Hang on. Who doesn't love? Oh, let's put this one on. Who's that? Alan Menu drove one of them. He did. You're not wrong, Mark Jones. How you doing, you big slag? How's your missus? Is she doing? She's far too beautiful to be with you. You big. Look at this. Look at his face in the picture. Who's got like one nostril flared? I was like, yeah, she's pretty gorgeous. Can you knock me up a new phone, please, John? I don't want 5G. I'm rocking a cracked screen, iPhone 10, and yes, I'm just having a glass of red. All right, okay. Well, shall we just? We're here together. I've got to finish this beer. I only did this because I wanted to talk to you guys and hang out. So let's finish this drink together. And then you tell me when you're finished. I'll tell you when I'm finished, and then we can end the stream. I haven't repaired an iPhone yet. I'm a bit scared of iPhones, only because I've had nothing to ever do with them. I've just got back from delivering to our fitters in High Wycombe. Nice ice cold punk IPA inbound. You do it, son. Blimey, you've been at it a long time, haven't you? 11:15. Flipping stroll on. That's a long old day, Mark. What time did you start? Right, let's have another. We'll have another Hofmeister video, eh? Let's do it. Let me get rid of me. Oh, for Yeah, I need to change that to there. Otherwise, we're in an infinite loop. That's awesome, isn't it? I love it. I love it. This is you'd never. Those people were proper necking as well. You'd never get away with that. Never get away with that. That is insane. If I was a mod, I thought you were a mod. I thought you were a mod. Why did I? Let me just have a look. Let me go to my stream right now. Tyke, I could have sworn I'd already made you a mod. I'm watching somebody else who's doing gaming here. Now, he would normally have a couple of hundred at least, and he's only down at 30. So I don't feel so bad. Don't feel so bad. Let's have a look. View your channel. There I am. Cheeky Wednesday. Oh, I'm in an infinite loop again. There we go. Oh, gosh, I'm miles behind. You can see the. You can see the. There you go, mate. Tyke, you are now a mod on my channel, brother. Brother from another mother. You not working tomorrow, you big hairy oath. I started at 11 today, finished at 1 this morning. Phew. Was delivering down London last night. Are you not on taco then, Mark? I thought you would have been. I know you got granddad rights, but you're on taco and you've got to have a CPC, surely. No, I'm not working. I have got tomorrow and Friday off. So tomorrow's a wedding. So in the morning, so I was meant to go out tonight, but I couldn't trust myself because I thought if I go out, I'm tired, I'm going to eat and drink too much, and then I'm going to feel groggy all tomorrow. And I didn't want to feel like that at the wedding and be a misery guts. So I've limited myself to 4 beers. And then tomorrow, getting up, Baltimore Farm Shop, beautiful breakfast. And then going to get my hair cut, my beard sorted out, so I look lush for Lydia. And then come back, get changed. And then, yeah, ready to rock and roll. Is that your channel, Tyke? So, yeah. And then Friday, as I understand it, and how Lydia has sold me the idea, and I say that because, as you well know, sometimes you get sold an idea, and then the wife drops on you. She wants to go to the garden centre or to the decorating place or whatever, and then you realise Friday was never a free day. So, yeah, Friday we're not meant to be doing anything. Then Saturday, David Whiteley, who comes on here, is one of the subscribers. It's his daughter's 30th and his I want to say his 50th. Yeah, I'm sure it's his 50th. And he's having a big old barbecue. So he lives in just down the road from here. So we're going there. And then Sunday, church, chill, and then that's it. Probably have a house full of people because we always do on a Sunday. And then Monday, nothing is booked at all. But I have a feeling we've got to go out and buy clothes and school stuff for the kids. I was more a rocker than a mod. Yeah, I was never a mod, despite being near the Concord Club down on the front. That's a Scania 164 song. Oh, no way. There's a really right. I need to cut and paste that. Let me cut. Can I cut and paste that? I'll watch it back and then I'll do it. I learned about I work for Moan Brothers, and there's a guy called Marky Moan, I think it is, and he has he's an Irish singer, and he's got one called something like "Slip the Diff" or something or other, and it's really good. I quite like it, but they are related to the Moans that I work for. I think they're like cousins or something. I don't know. I'm in a transit bud at the moment. Oh, so you won't have any taco on that bad boy. I thought you were doing 7.5 ton, Mark. Could have sworn you were. Last time I spoke to you. That's a long time ago, isn't it? Wedding. Tell us more, John. Who and will it last? This is my South African mate is marrying a girl who's married before, married to a guy who's an absolute. I'm not going to say it because I wouldn't want to give him the pleasure of me even talking about him. But yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. I think I'm going to be really happy, and I can see them living out the rest of their lives. No problem at all. That's what I reckon. And he's so laid back. He also likes a good G-Shock himself. I'll show you this watch. Oh, no, I've shown you this. I've already put a short on. I've got some really cool ones at the moment. I've got a bright green one. So this one is a DW 291. And it is space rated. And that's why it has the big knobbly buttons so that you can press it with space gloves. There you go. Fact. And it was still, I could only get this color and this model through Amazon on the global store. So it went from Japan to America to me. Insane. And it's still only 36 quid. That's wild, isn't it? The illuminator is not so good on this one. It is an illuminator, but it's like pretty tame. Pretty tame. I've got a bright green, lime green one that is G-Shock is just flipping awesome. Rob on the Road. I've heard about this one. I was a real rocker. Oh, is this you? I can't click the link because I'm doing it through StreamYard. Yeah, boy. Legendary. Tyke. So I had this morning. So Tyke, I don't know if you did this, but obviously we're in a cab on our own quite a bit. So I like to listen to music, podcasts. I do online courses, all that kind of stuff whilst I'm driving. And obviously not like a writing course or pottery class. That would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? Trying to do pottery whilst driving. But yeah, I've been doing all sorts of stuff. But I'm like, right, I'm going to have a day where I listen to this album that I have never properly listened to all the way through. Now, my MAN has got fairly good speakers. It lacks a bit of bass, if I'm honest, which is a shame, but it's good enough. So today was status quo. and I do love a bit of status quo, and I've seen him live as a kid, and as an adult actually, but they are a bit repetitive. I forgot how repetitive they are, but it's I can understand why they did a tour called The Search for the Fourth Chord, but I enjoyed it. I had Foo Fighters Friday last week. I just smashed Foo Fighters, and the weather was glorious, and it was just perfection. Great coffee, Rice Krispies square bar, just a nice bit of coolness, sun coming up, not a lot of traffic, Foo Fighters, some nice jobs. It was great. Loved it. South African red wine all the way. Congrats. And Superbock. Yeah, boy. Yeah, you can't beat a good South African wine. Oh, I love South Africa, but it is really that country is on the edge of tip over, I think. I really feel like China wants it to tip over so they can fill the vacuum. Mate, haven't drove a 7.5 tonner since last year. I'm looking for another job. Got an interview Friday, Yorkshire Trade Windows. Really? What, driving 7.5 ton or driving transit? Mate, honestly, I don't know why you don't do it. Get your class 1, get your class 2. Tipper driving, honestly, Mark, you'd love it. It's a different world. It's easy work. It's good fun. It's just amazing. Slip the clutch in a bull-nosed truck. That's it. I'm heading for the boat. Got a copyright for playing it whilst driving down the road. No, really? It's so that's an ultra rare song. I'm surprised he didn't promote you to just play the damn thing, just to get it out there. Crazy. I wouldn't have known if another trucker hadn't told me. Hey John, I used to go to go in my dad's truck when I was young. Was a beast. Scammer with twin chrome exhaust, sounded awesome if I remember. Oh, what an absolute animal that would have been. Big old Cummins V8, and then you slow down the road. And, oh! Mine does that, but it's not loud. Well, I say it's not loud. It's probably 90 decibels or something. I love it in Leeds. You know, when you go on the underpass and just knock it back into 3, and it goes, oh! And you can see people looking up. What the hell is that? What is that? It's flipping lovely. Lovely. One of the best sounds in the world. Diesel in my veins, boy. Is that what? Is your music playlist on Spotify? Or is it on YouTube? I will check it out, my man. Yes, 7.5 ton. Get it done. Get your license done. Get into your class 2s. It's worth it. It'll be easy for you as well. If you've been driving 7.5 ton, honestly, loads of this stuff will be like a walk in the park for you. And you'll go for your test. You'll be so chilled. That's the problem. I've realised something. I'm getting older. I'm not good at having exams. Don't like it. I'm 44 years old. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care about your test. I don't care if I hold the steering wheel like this. I don't care. Okay, I touched the curb. So what? No one's died. I haven't rolled it. It's not the attitude, John. It's not the attitude. How are we doing always, Red? Are you nearly on your... I've got that much left. Shall we have another advert? You're welcome, Paul. So, Marky Boy rings me on the regular, and when everything was happening with the brewery, and the change of what I was doing. He rang me every day, Mark, every day to make sure I was all right. That is a good friend. And same with Paul. He would check up on me, not as regular as Mark, but he checked up on me quite a bit. Made sure I was doing all right, not doing anything stupid. And yeah, talked to them both. I spoke to Simon today. He's a good lad. Oh, we've got to watch this. Got to watch this. How do I do it? Whoa. Don't be playing music on my channel. These adverts are superb. Let's try this one. I love it. I love it. How do they get away with it? You can do a lot of these adverts now. And I spoke to Chris's beer reviews. Was it today or yesterday? Yesterday. Me and Chris had a big long chat. He's got loads of cool stuff going on. I put a bird feeder on the outside of this flipping shed, and it is so annoying. I need to take it off. I had a chat with Chris. He's doing a lot of camping stuff. I've got a big. I'm not going to say too much on here, but I've got a video to do with two YouTubers who are very good at camping. I've never been camping. I've always had a caravan. So we're going camping. Oh, I'm dreading it. But we're going camping, but they've both got channels over 100,000 subscribers, and they know exactly what they're doing. And I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So that should be fun. So they've invited me to do that, and we're going to do a podcast together whilst we're around a campfire. So it should be flipping awesome. I'm excited because they're both. One of them I would consider a friend. The other one I don't know yet, but he is a really lovely man. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with him. Scammell had Leyland engines in them, and the DAF Packard engine is based on the Leyland Big Block. No, I didn't know that. No way. So it's not a Cummins thing. Is that just simply that would have been I got told that at our spot we used to have, I want to say it was a Foden that had a Cummins, and that thing was like that'd do 85, no problem, loaded. It's surprising. Truck tires are flipping strong as, aren't they? They're like they put up with some crap, like more so than car tires. Incredible, and they're 110 psi, flipping wild, absolutely wild. Leyland. So the Packard engine that are we talking about the American one, Tyke? So the American engine is based off a British design. That's insane. Oh, mate. Oh, I know. Let's go. Oh no. Oh, honestly, always a red. I'm like, yeah, I'm up for it. And then I text him back. I was like, Johnny, I've never been camping before and I don't like it. And he was like, really? And I was like, I like a caravan. I like it. I don't want to lie on the floor in the cold with a tent. I want a caravan where I can put the heater on and lay on a nice sprung or cushioned bed. He was like, oh, you're gonna love this. This is gonna be hilarious. You're gonna moan all night and not sleep. I was like, yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. John Inman was good at camping. Oh yes, he was very good at camping. Whole nother thing. I feel like, oh, Tyke, what the feck? Ferry Bridge Services is a dump. But what made it worse is the other day I got out of my cab and somebody had shat in a flipping carrier bag. And it was right by where I put my foot. And luckily I didn't stand in it. But I was like, what is that god awful smell? And then somebody told me it's the foreign truck drivers like to take a crap in the carrier bags and then dump it on the floor so other people stand in it. I'm like, who does that? That's disgusting. Rita, I'm off, old lad. Take care, bud. Have a great day tomorrow. And chill. See thee. Love you, Mark. We'll have to catch up and go for a pint in Leeds and get everybody together. Just have a few beers. Doesn't have to be a mad one, but we could like all meet up, do a bit of day drinking. On a Saturday. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Even if it's winter. Just go to a few pubs. That'd be very nice. Very nice indeed. So much for me stopping on the hour. We've gone all the way to 2 hours now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at another. Where is it now? Portland Andy's. It's all happening over there. He's got 1,500 people watching. Look at this one. This is a classic. Stop playing. That's amazing. Ah, so there was a big. Now this is the one I remember. Yeah, probably not play that one. Oh my gosh, as if they did that in adverts back then. That's outrageous. Outrageous. I'm free for camping. Young man. Da, 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 da. I said young man. Project Leads, get it on. We should definitely do it. I'll have a chat with the other lads as well. I know I don't do beer stuff, but I still think we could have a good night. You know what we need to do? And I know it's not going like to to Leeds for a beer, but we need to do a truck festival. I went to the convoy in the park, and it was Sunday, so everybody had their party. But oh my word, how much fun could you have there? That looks great. That like we should just. I went to the Steam Fair, Steam Rally at Whitby. That's another one. That would be perfect because we could all head there. We could have a really good time. You're going somewhere really unusual. We can camp or whatever, and you've got Whitby Brewery. We've got loads of good bars in Whitby. We can go and look at trucks and tractor pulling and traction engine wrong-uns and all that. It'd be awesome. Hi, I met our fitters in Thurrock Services last night. That is a dump. My dad said years ago used to be prostitutes there regularly. Mate, I've learned that there are certain truck stops that have cat houses above them. Unreal. No way. ERF was Edwin R. Foden. And Foden is his brother. No way. Tyke, you need to teach me loads of stuff. That's fascinating. So my whole trucking journey started with Smokey and the Bandit. And then the first truck that I had anything to do with was an ERF. I need to find a picture. And I remember watching the what was the film called with the tipper drivers? That was in black and white with the Dodges, the pup nose Dodges. That was pretty cool. Yeah, Tyke's a Leeds guy. I mean, we could do Leeds. Packer, who owns Petershit and Kenworth, not worth a bollocks. Bought Leyland Daff. No, really? So they're still running. So the truck, this is wild. So the trucks now, with the Packard engine, that is still based on that old Leyland engine. Because Leyland's Daff is Dutch again, isn't it? That's wild. I had no idea. Crazy stuff. I keep trying to end this live stream, but it just wants to go on forever. I feel like it's the thing. My man Andrew's watching. Yo. Oh. Oh dear. One of my colleagues' dog has died. Oh, that's sad. Anyway, on that sad note, I might call it a night because it has been 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 26 seconds. I've nearly finished my beer. There is no more questions in the chat. So I'm gonna finish this off in the last 20 seconds and then we're gonna go. Oh, it's a good beer. It's been emotional, boys and girls. Great to see you, John, and everyone. Enjoy the run into our long weekend. I will, brother. And God bless to you guys and stay safe and like tight, keep it shiny side up. And I'll catch you on the flip side, everybody. Au revoir. Mon petit lapin. Hell drivers, that was it, Tyke. That was the one. Right. See you all soon.